Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital Recap is finally in for Wednesday, August 13, 2025. In today's episode, Agent Colette Moreau, Mercedes Lopez Renard, commits a betrayal. Meanwhile, Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson, punishes Scout Quartermain, Cosette Abenant. Plus, Britt Westburn, Kelly Thiebaud, gets busted. At the Quartermain mansion, Drew continues bickering with Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, and Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn. How dare Danny Morgan, Asher Antonizin, kidnap a congressman's son, the politician declares. Jason sends Danny out of the room. Drew threatens to not only have Danny arrested, but to throw Jason in jail too. Alexis tries to do damage control as Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard, and Jason listen. Drew says Danny broke the law. Alexis reminds him that Danny is a minor and he went to sign his sister out on his bicycle. Drew doesn't care, he wants it on record. Alexis brings up that Scout asked Danny to pick her up. The little girl will blame herself. Cut the crap, Drew. Chase finally says something after 2 whole episodes. The detective agrees to give Danny a warning. As Chase goes to find Danny, Jason threatens Drew. When Drew and Alexis are alone, he makes his case. The lawyer says he's taking this way too far. Drew claims Scout needs to be protected from both Jason and Danny. The congressman declares that Danny is dangerous. Alexis mentions that Sam McCall, Kelly Monaco, wouldn't want her daughter moving away from her entire family to D.C. The congressman makes a disgusting statement, Sam isn't here. I am. Wow. Drew wants Scout away from people who undermine him, like Alexis, he says. Alexis tries to do damage control. However, Drew insists that Alexis intentionally kept him from Scout. She can't be trusted anymore, so Alexis is banned from Scout. So are Danny, Jason, and anyone else in Alexis' family. Lucas Jones, Van Hansis, rants to Willow Tate, Caitlin McMullen, about all the people at the hospital who made statements on her behalf. The nurse is grateful. Lucas barks about Willow not walking away from her station when Drew arrived. He claims that people are starting to think that she cares more about Drew than her own kids. The nurse screams that apparently some people already do. As they scream at each other, Willow slaps Lucas across the face. Marco Rios, Adrian Ancondo, happens to see and rushes in. Willow exits, seemingly shocked by her own actions. Lucas explains what happened to Marco, but he's not giving all the information. Lucas is claiming that Willow was giving Drew the time of day. That's not quite what happened. He also downplayed the way he attacked Willow before the slap. Marco agrees to be a witness. Does he want to go to Human Resources? Lucas says no. Willow rushes in and Elizabeth Baldwin, Rebecca Herbst, is alarmed. The nurse says she just did something that could cost her the kids forever. Willow explains what happened. It doesn't matter that she was pushed, Liz explains. That slap is grounds for suspension, maybe even termination. The nurse freaks out and wants to apologize before she gets reported. Liz tells her to go home. Pack up your things and just go. You're in no condition to see patients. It's a direct order. Liz talks to Lucas about Willow. He declines to file an incident report. Willow deeply regrets her actions, Liz says. They debate about Willow's ability to make decent decisions. Liz is hopeful, but Lucas isn't so sure. Maxie Jones, Nicole Paggy, temporarily replacing Kirsten Storms, greets Cody Bell, Josh Kelly, at the Metro Court pool. Maxie has her son with her and leaves the boy with Cody. As Maxie walks away, she is approached by Jens Sidwell, Carlo Rota. The villain makes a comment about the wise decision to keep quiet about Sonny Corinthos. Morris Baynard, bad investment. The blonde disagrees and says so. James West, Gary James Fuller, throws a ball towards Sidwell's table. The villain picks it up and hands it to the boy. The boy recognizes the name, Maxie is his mom. Marco interrupts and greets his dad. Marco and Cody shake hands, then the stable hand exits with the boy. Sidwell talks about the boy giving him useful information. Marco brings up the blackmail judge. He needs to play the card now. Marco explains that Willow is snapping and Sidwell will lose his leverage over Sunny soon. At the pool, Rocco Falconeri, Fincar, tells Gio Palmieri, Giovanni Mazza, about Outback living with his family. Gio is surprised but says it's great. Rocco is very sweet. He says that Gio and Emma Scorpio Drake, Braden Bruner, can visit Outback whenever they want. Gio notices Brooklyn Quartermain, Amanda Seton, is staring at him from afar. He glares and tells Rocco he'll be right back. BLQ tells Gio not to worry, she's just there to see Maxie. The young man points Maxie out. Brooklyn says thank you and to have a good day, then walks away. Gio looks as she walks away, his face showing signs of guilt. BLQ interrupts Sidwell and says she needs to borrow Maxie. The villain exits. Maxie and BLQ sit down at a table. The blonde can tell her friend is rattled. She brings up Gio. Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, tells Liesl Obrecht, Kathleen Gaddy, she'll just stick to the mold story. The doctor says that Rocco will see through that lie. That is when the blonde says if Liesl does that, she just won't be hurting Lulu, she'll be also hurting Rocco. That statement makes the doc think. She would never hurt Rocco. They debate about the eviction. Carly will pay for Liesl to stay at the Cosmo. Liesl says Carly is just going to make Rocco resent his mother even more. Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, interrupts. Liesl wants to be sure Carly will get her the penthouse of the Cosmos. Carly forces a smile and says, of course. Later, Anna demands to know an update on Jocelyn Jacks, Eden McCoy. Jack Brennan, Chris McKenna, tries to dismiss her, but she threatens to tell Carly the truth. Brennan says everything is fine and he would know if something were wrong. Anna debates that. Agent Morrow meets with Brennan. Jocelyn isn't ready for this assignment. Brennan thinks it's no big deal. The agent says that Jocelyn is on foreign soil. She needs to be extracted immediately. Carly comes up to the table, so the agent exits. Brennan suddenly gets good news via text, so he continues his plans with Carly. Later, Liesl and Anna talk about Brennan and the WSB history they have. It seems Liesl knows all about it. At the Five Poppies, Jocelyn watches as Vaughn, Bryce Durfee, interacts with Britt Westburn, Kelly Thiebaud. She plays with the handler's hair. As she flirts, Vaughn mentions his wife. The brunette asks if he always follows his wife's orders. Pascal, Mark Forget, surprises Jocelyn from behind. Jocelyn tells Pascal that the woman is being handsy with her husband. Who is she? The agent asks. A longtime guest, but Pascal won't give the lady's name. He promises to be discreet. While Pascal walks over, Britt invites Vaughn to her room. The handler declines and says how about the bar? Pascal interrupts and urges her to get to the massage appointment. Vaughn exits but Jocelyn is still watching Britt and Pascal. Britt knows the rules and she knows the consequences. Meanwhile, Jocelyn and Vaughn argue about Britt. The blonde knows her, she's supposed to be dead. Later, Joss pulls up Britt on the computer and shows Vaughn. Britt's family tree is explained. The blonde starts to connect the dots between Britt and Professor Henry Hank Dalton, Daniel Goddard. Later, Morrow calls Pascal and says he's about to have trouble. She doesn't just warn him, she gives Pascal the alias names of the two honeymooning agents. Thanks for watching this video and please subscribe our GH News 24 YouTube channel for more update news.